In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different.
So today we're actually just going to be talking about the Kamala Harris campaign ad that has come out. Overall, what she was talking about in this video was how, like, what kind of country do you guys want? Obviously, this is a campaign ad for her to be president, okay, since she is the Democrat that is running for presidency. So she starts off and she says, what kind of country do we want? All right. Do we want to live in chaos, fear, or hate? All right. And obviously, she then brings up Donald Trump's face. Okay. She actually brings up his mugshot photo. Okay. Saying this is what this guy wants is chaos, fear, and hate. Even though things with the Roro, if y'all know what I'm talking about, was also going on, and force injections was also something that was being talked about. But then she says she's for bodily autonomy, but then it kind of contradicts when we see the events that took place under the Biden-Harris administration still. But okay, I guess that doesn't matter with her. I guess that doesn't count. All right, but she's talking about no chaos, no fear, no hate. Even though we've been seeing certain things that's been going on with different wars. So I guess I'm confused, but whatever. Okay. Then she goes and says, we choose freedom. Okay. We don't choose chaos. We don't choose fear. We don't choose hate. We are choosing freedom. And then that's when you're hearing this song in the background talking about freedom, freedom, freedom is a Beyonce song. All right. Which was interesting. Now, something I noticed about this campaign, there was a mixture of people. There was a lot of women in the background, or just females, because I think some of them were children too. But there was a lot of women that I saw. I was like, this seems like, I mean, where's the black men at? Where's all these other people? I'm not saying that people weren't in there, but the majority was obviously what they're going and what they're running for is woman president. Okay, black woman president. So that's why they're doing all this. That's why you hardly see certain demographics in there. All right. But I'm like, okay. All right. But she was also saying, let's just not get by. Let's also get ahead. Okay. And this is more towards the whole, it's not just America in general or Americans in general. It's more towards the women and the marginalized groups to which she's referring to. Now, one part that really bothered me was when she said, we're saying no to gun violence. And I'm thinking, didn't we just have a police brutality case with Sonia Massey that just happened? What about all the school shootings? What about the regular shootings? Heck, under your administration, okay, we even had the former President Donald Trump who almost got assassinated.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose.
So I don't know, maybe I don't know what gun violence means. I don't know if gun violence just means gun violence towards minorities or what. I don't know, because I'm saying, you say no to gun violence, but your opponent almost got assassinated. The only thing that saved him was the fact that he just happened to move his head at a certain particular time. And they're saying the bullet shot through the teleprompter glass, and then the glass is what ended up cutting him. So some people are like, man, I don't see a bullet scar. Well, you won't if glass cut him, okay? But still, I'm like, no gun violence, but we got all these shootings that are happening. Heck, even in the Dallas area for Texas, even in the Dallas area, they have vending machines for ammunition. You could, like how you would get a Snicker bar out of the vending machine they're like charging like $1.25 now, which is ridiculous because you could really get those for like 75 cents, but whatever. But they're charging money for ammunition out of a vending machine like you would go and buy a pop. I'm like, but we're We're going to stop gun violence, but we're going to make it more accessible for you to get guns, weapons, and, the ammunition that will go along with it. Oh, but she ain't but you're currently vice president. You can't tell me everything getting shot down. Come on now. Okay. So I thought that was pretty interesting. She's also talking about her in this campaign ad. She also mentioned, hey, we all need to be able to afford healthcare. Yeah, this is something we've been talking about for a while now. And it doesn't appear that anything has fundamentally changed. I think that's what Biden said. Nothing will fundamentally change under him, and you were also under him. Nothing will change. So to me, the healthcare, not gonna, nothing. Codifying certain laws, nothing. Because he said nothing will fundamentally change. You also have proved that nothing has changed. So now, if you become president, you will be saying that nothing will change. And we also had someone that ran on hope and change, and really nothing changed. Besides a certain group would get married, but that was really it. People's water in Flint still to this day is dirty. And nothing has been done about that for years. So I guess I'm curious, what is actually going to change? You can't talk about, now she didn't mention in the video, but you can't sit up here and talk about student loans. With student loans and the whole conversation surrounding it, it's who actually got it. Of course, people who went to these certain colleges. I know there was an art institute, colleges that were claiming to be accredited, or they frauded people, that kind of stuff. If you were in certain public services, yes. But the percentage out of people make it seem like it's like 50%. The number is significantly lower. So I'm like, I don't understand how you guys can go and say this. And you all have been running on this same tired stance for years. The same thing. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of it. We'll get rid of it. Oh, well, we keep getting shot down by the House. Oh, we keep getting shot down by this. Well, work harder, right? That's what you tell everyone else to do. Work harder then. And you will say, okay, we're not doing anything else. Okay, foreign aid. We ain't worried about foreign aid. Because if you got enough money to give to all these other countries for war, then you have enough money to just get rid of the student loan issue and in homelessness in combination to that. So you can't sit up here and say, we ain't got no money. I mean, we got to do all these other but when it comes to killing people in war, that's when you're up and ready to go and throw money out. That's not how that works. You can't have money for war and killing people, but then it turns out it's like, okay, well, what about student loans and homeless people? And you're like, well, I mean, I would like to, but we just don't have the money right now. You can't go and say that you don't have the money when you got money for this. Talking about the whole healthcare situation, and yes, y'all could give us some universal healthcare. Copy one of the models that some of these other countries use, and you could go ahead and do that. You can make it much cheaper because it has been shown that we have the highest costs in healthcare. But we also have the lowest in terms of quality. We have the lowest quality. So how do you pay more for something that is mediocre? I guess I'm not understanding. And we can fix it. But it's because it is a for-profit thing. This is why they don't want to fix it, because they can make money. Same with jails. Well, I can make money from people being locked up. I don't want to get people out of prison. That means my bottom line. Ooh, and I like that green. So that's my whole thing with this. I'm looking at it, and hey, people are going to vote for whoever they're going to vote for. I've already seen a whole bunch of people raising money. It was something I seen whites for Kamala. White women for Kamala. White men for Kamala. I seen something about black men. It was like this organization, like Black Men for Kamala, Black Women for Kamala. So I'm seeing a lot of different people who have supported her, who have, millions upon millions of dollars, a whole bunch of donors that have also given money to her. So people are going to do whatever it is that they're going to do. And, I respect their decision for whoever they choose to vote for. But for me, I was just looking at this ad and I'm like, for a lot of people, they're going to be like, yeah, we need to get rid of that gun violence. Yeah. Not remembering, or I guess choosing not to acknowledge the fact that there was just a a huge shooting, an assassination attempt that just took place last week. And then we got all the police brutality. And you can say, okay, whatever. That doesn't really matter with the gun issue because they're licensed to have guns. Well, that comes more towards a legality thing. Why was this person even able to be out? Why was this person even able to be in a force? You know, in terms of that particular case that I mentioned earlier. And with all this other stuff, the infiltration of guns. Why do we have so many? Where are they coming from? All that kind of stuff. But let me know what you all think of her campaign ad. Did you enjoy it? What were your opinions on it? Let me know down below.